Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Memphis Grizzlies in Game 5 of the playoffs for the Los Angeles Lakers in the first round. Lots to talk about when it comes to this loss tonight. Obviously, my dream of the Lakers winning it in Game 5 to end the series there did not come true, but it was predictable. I mean, we kind of expected that the Lakers will potentially end this series in I believe, Game 6 against the Memphis Grizzlies to end this series in the first round. But, you know, people can dream that the Lakers could beat the Memphis Grizzlies, tonight. But unfortunately, it just wasn't a case. And it was just another missed opportunity for the Lakers to get this win. But unfortunately, it wasn't. And, if the title of this video shows you Darvin Ham, he blew it because of his bad rotations that was in play. And, I will get to all the details and thoughts about it. I mean, I don't want to just say what I have to say now and just end this live stream. I'm going to say everything in detail and give you guys my thoughts and my opinions about what went good and what went bad in this loss against the Memphis Grizzlies in Game 5. And what's the expectations now going into Friday's matchup against the Memphis Grizzlies back in LA for Game 6? So I want to give you guys my thoughts and my opinions about it. But before, like always, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all of the social media stuff, and of course, like always, please make sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok at ZSPN. Guys, excuse me. Guys, I really do appreciate all your love and support you guys have shown me all across social media and, of course, on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Please make sure to hit that excuse me. All right, my apologies about that. Please make sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel so you will know when I go live of every single Lakers post-game show. And I need all the support that I can to get through this video so I don't lose my voice. But I think I'm good now. I just drank some water, so I'm good to go. But other than that, please do so, guys. Hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and follow me all across social media. I really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get to the Lakers' results of this loss against the Memphis Grizzlies in Memphis in Game 5. Now, it was expected. Let's just be honest here, okay? When it comes down to it, did I want the Lakers to beat the Memphis Grizzlies in Game 5? I believe I speak for everyone when it comes down to that yes, end the series now. Let's end it in Game 5 and just move on so the Lakers can rest more and be ready to go for the matchup either between the Sacramento Kings or the Golden State Warriors. But unfortunately, it just wasn't the case. I mean, the Lakers, all across the board, they seemed they weren't engaged in this matchup tonight in Memphis against the Memphis Grizzlies. So you can just tell by the performances from certain players and, the shooting efforts that were just not going through. But, when it came down to it, I mean, it was just expected that the Lakers were not going to end this series in Game 5, which I see the Lakers could potentially end it on Friday in Game 6. So that's a possibility. They'll be back in LA and, the fans there and, just enthusiasm for the Lakers to just, get past the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round seems imminent when it comes down to it. So, I mean, I just really can't wait for, the Los Angeles Lakers to just end this series already in LA. And this is going to be a crucial one for the Lakers to do so. And, it's just a matter of time until we just end this series now and move forward into the semifinals for an opportunity to conference, excuse me, the semi-conference against either the Warriors or the Kings in the second round. So let's just hopefully the Lakers will bounce back from this loss and go into Friday for a win and to end this series on a strong note. So that's our hope in this particular situation, and hopefully the Lakers will just do whatever they can to just end this series. That's my hope for sure. Let's just get to the stat line. Obviously, the Memphis Grizzlies, they were the better team offensively. They were at home. There was a lot of enthusiasm for them, and it was just a lot of energy from this from the Memphis crowd and just this team. That team, when it comes to them just doing well at home. And that's what it looked like. I mean, they shot 44% from the field, 35% from the three, shot 82 of their free throws, compared to the Lakers, 40% from the field, 25% from the three, and 75% from free throw attempts. So, they were the better team offensively. But defensively, did I say offensive? Yeah, offensively. Defensively, though, the Los Angeles Lakers, they played very well. I mean, it seemed they were pretty even from the Golden State, from the Memphis Grizzlies defensive efforts. But when it comes down to it, I mean, the Lakers were the better defensive team when it came down to it. I mean, just looking at, not so well from the blocks. I mean, they were basically tied, or no, not really. They had three compared to the Memphis Grizzlies two. So, with that being said, I mean, it was just a missed opportunity for the Lakers to just take this win and just end this series on a strong note. I wanted them to do so, but unfortunately, it just wasn't the case. So, with that being said, guys, I mean, the Lakers just have to bounce back from this, go into Friday, and potentially just somehow get a win on Friday in LA and to end this series on a strong note in the first round by beating the Memphis Grizzlies. So that's our hope, and let's hope the Lakers will keep that energy going into Friday's matchup. Let's just get into the player stats. I have to say we have to commend on the great performance from Anthony Davis. Even though we lost tonight, he put up big numbers. I was very impressed by the performance from Anthony Davis. I hope he can keep that same energy once we reach the Friday's matchup in Game 6, because we need all of our Lakers to be on their A game on Friday, and that's what Anthony Davis did tonight. Great performance from his part. 31 points, played for 35 minutes, had 19 rebounds, and went 14 of 23 from the field. So he was on fire offensively, and especially on the defensive effort from his rebounding, and had 1 steal and 2 blocks for the Los Angeles Lakers, leading the way, the player of the game tonight. I mean, he was just all across the board, helping the Lakers as much as he can. But unfortunately, not a lot of players around him helped him out. So it's unfortunately that not a lot of the Lakers around him stepped up to the plate, and we can blame most of that from Darvin Ham's rotation. Once again, he continuously, makes us angry when it comes to his rotation. His rotation has been ferocious. And, especially in this time, especially in the fourth, or I believe it was like the fourth or third quarter, where the Lakers were like down by 1 point at one point. I believe it was like in the third quarter, they were like 75-74. But then for some reason, Darvin Ham decided to sub Anthony Davis for someone else, and somehow everything went downhill after that. I mean, once again, Darvin Ham continuously puts certain lineups, certain rotations in play that just does not work at the particular moment in time, and it's just bad rotation. I mean, I wish he stuck with the same rotation that he had in Game 4, where the Lakers just had a perfect opportunity to just win in that particular moment. Actually, they won in that game. Excuse me. His rotation in Game 4 really worked out. I mean, that was honestly the best rotation out of Darvin Ham in this series so far. So, it was just a perfect moment there, and he coached the hell out of the Lakers in that game 4, which obviously led the Lakers into overtime. And, that's where we dominated in those particular in that particular overtime game. And, that can also as well played a big role of why the Lakers did not show a lot of enthusiasm in this game because, tired legs. And, obviously the Memphis Grizzlies, they're a young team. So they were already healthy, ready to go. And they wanted to just dominate in their home court against the Los Angeles Lakers. And, obviously the Lakers, they were tired. They just did not want to. Um, do just anything tonight. So they seem tired and everything like that. So, just think about it. You played an overtime game, you won, you played for LeBron's sake, you played for 45-minute game. And once you won it, I believe the next day you had to go travel and not get a lot of resting time. It's just obviously puts a toll on a player's body, especially for LeBron and as the rest of the Lakers. So it was just a bad situation there. You can obviously put that into consideration, but at the same time, Darvin Ham's rotation was the main reason why we lost tonight as well. We were close. We were trying to come back, but unfortunately, uh, Darvin Ham subbed the wrong player, which he had a hot hand in that particular moment. I believe it was in the third quarter. I might be mistaken, but because that's where everything went downhill after that. Because when the Lakers were like up by, or not, maybe they were not even up. They were down by 1, and when he subbed Anthony Davis, he had a hot hand. He was ready to dominate, but unfortunately, Darvin Ham decided in a different direction. So bad rotation from Darvin Ham, and we had to. He's to blame for this loss as well. So we could put blame on that as well. And at the same time, the tiredness. Just the for the Lakers to travel after an overtime game that they won in game 4. It was just a bad mix of situation there, and it's just unfortunate. But let's just hope the Lakers will bounce back from this and go into Friday's matchup in game 6 and get a win in LA and end this series there. So that's our hope. That's our hope the Lakers will potentially do. So for sure. Just got some got some comments here from Rabbit. Welcome to the live stream. I'm really appreciate it. 2 points for LeBron in the first quarter. So yeah, that tells you right there. LeBron, he seemed out of it. The guy was, you can just tell by his performance in game 4 after a huge overtime win that sealed the Lakers' fate for them to end this series at either game 5 or game 6 or any in those particular moments. You can just tell that LeBron was tired. He did not seem that he wanted to play because, just the travel and everything. So obviously, you can just tell that LeBron was just not himself. You can just tell by his playing out there tonight. So I agree with you. He had a bad game, but, there's some reasoning behind that. And I really think those are legitimate type of reasoning when it comes to LeBron James. So, yeah, thank you for your comment, Rabbit. I really appreciate it. You also commented here, Hachimura only got 21 minutes and Vanderbilt only had 18. So let me see the stats real quick. Yeah, Jared Vanderbilt played for 18 minutes, had 7 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and no blocks. So for some reason I don't know why that he did not play up to the best of his ability. But, unfortunately, all the Lakers, they were just they were not in their A game. They were not enthusiastic to win this game tonight. And it's unfortunate, because they had all the capabilities and the opportunity to do it, but unfortunately they couldn't. So it's very sad. And obviously for Rui Hachimura to play up to 21 minutes and only put up 9 points. That's not the type of numbers that we've seen from him throughout this series. The guy who's been averaging 20 points a game and shooting threes left and right, and been a consistent energy for the Los Angeles Lakers coming off the bench. And it's unfortunate that he hasn't been getting opportunities to just really step up. And I think most of that had to do with the rotations that Darvin Ham was putting in place when it came down to it. So it's unfortunate that some of our Lakers did not step up in this game, and at the same time, maybe it's because the rotation, how it was played out for the Lakers. So it's unfortunate for sure, and hopefully the Lakers will bounce back from this. And I'll get to Dennis Schroeder's performance in just a bit, but obviously it was just it was just not a good game, for the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's just hope that they will bounce back from this on Friday's matchup in Game 6 on a better note and a better performances from all of our Lakers. So, and hopefully end this series on Friday. So let's just hope for that. And thank you again, Rabbit, for your comment. I really appreciate it. Let's continue on with the rest of the Lakers stats. Austin Reeves played for 40 minutes. I mean, we have to really talk about the minutes that are in play when it comes to some of our Lakers out there, especially for LeBron, who played not only an overtime game for 45 minutes, but yet you play in the next game and you played for 36 minutes. I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, LeBron needs to rest. LeBron needs his energy to be in play for us to ever see LeBron, play a 20, maybe 30 point game when it comes down to it. So, I mean, Darvin Ham really needs to, buckle down with the minutes that LeBron and Anthony Davis and the rest of the starting lineups when it comes to those certain minutes. So, I mean, just let's just hope that he will fix that for sure going into Friday's matchup. Back in LA. But just continuing on, I mean, I just had to bring that up. So obviously Austin Reeves had 17 points out there, had went 4 of 13 from the field, 3 of 8 from the three. So obviously he was our top shooter tonight, regardless of the Lakers averaging 25% from the three. But Austin Reeves, he was our shooter tonight. Obviously had 8 rebounds, 6 assists out there. And, that's just for him to put up numbers like this. There's no doubt in my mind that he's going to get paid, and the Lakers will give him whatever he wants when it comes to his next contract. So he deserves to get paid, and he will get paid in the off season. And, hopefully the Lakers will be that team for sure. And they have to, because he lived up to expectations, and obviously for the playoffs as well. So, yeah, let's just hope that that he will get paid for sure. But he had a solid night. I mean, he did whatever he can to help the Lakers out, and it's unfortunate that the Lakers had to lose in this matchup. But at the same time, a solid performance for Austin Reeves. So great job for him. LeBron James, as I mentioned, 36 minutes out there tonight. He managed to put up 15 points. This is how bad that he played. I mean, obviously you can just tell LeBron wasn't himself in this matchup tonight. He went 5 of 17 from the field. I mean, that was just bad offensive effort from LeBron James in this game tonight. But at the same time, we have to really consider the situation. I mean, LeBron was just a game removed from playing an overtime game for 45 minutes and led the Lakers, I believe, with 21 points and 20 rebounds. So, I mean, big accomplishments for LeBron in that game, in Game 4, where, obviously we needed him to step up, and he was our savior in that game. But at the same time, in this game tonight, he just wasn't himself. I mean, you can tell he went 1 of 9 from the three. I mean, that obviously tells you. I mean, LeBron has a history of not being a shooter. I mean, the guy for these past couple of or this series so far, he let me read them to you guys. For the past, I believe 3, or maybe since this, or maybe no, let me say in the past 4 games, LeBron has went 1 of 9 for tonight. He went 1 of 9 from the field, from the three. At April 25th in Game 4, he averaged 1 of 7 from the three. And then I believe was game 3, he averaged 0-4 from the 3. And in game 2, he went 1 of 18. No, excuse me, 1 of 8. That would be crazy if he went 1 of 18. I mean, that just tells you that LeBron needs to stop shooting threes and just attacks the rim, make layups, make range shots, and go for dunks. I mean, that would be crazy. But other than that, LeBron in this series, his shooting has been awful. I mean, the guy has only made 1 3, or no, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 attempts, hold on, let me say this right. 3 3-pointers in the last 3 to 4 games that the Lakers were in this series. In game 1, he went 3 of 8 and averaged 21 points and 11 rebounds. So that was a good game, and that's when the Lakers stole game 1 against the Memphis Grizzlies in their home court. So, but that just tells you LeBron he's just not himself tonight. And I think he's just a bit tired or something. So I just think that he will bounce back from this, hopefully, and the rest of the Lakers will on Friday in Game 6 against the Memphis Grizzlies in LA. So let's just hope for that. And then, obviously LeBron, like as I mentioned, he put up 15 points out there tonight, and I had 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block for the Lakers tonight. So, obviously he had an off night. Let's just hope that he will bounce back from this on Friday once we get back to LA in Game 6. But just continuing on, D'Angelo Russell played for 30 minutes, had 11 points out there tonight, went 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from the 3, and had 4 rebounds, 10 assists, and 1 steal. So, for this series so far, D'Angelo Russell has been a bit of a disappointment, in my opinion. I mean, the guy, hasn't been really helping out the Lakers enough when it comes to his shooting effort. That's been a big help for this Lakers team since the trade deadline. So, with that being said, we just have to hope that, D'Angelo Russell needs to step up, especially for Friday's matchup. I mean, everything is on the line for the Lakers to end this series in Game 6. If they step up and, come to play in Game 6 in LA, then we end this series. We can finally end this series in the first round against the Memphis Grizzlies, the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. So we just have to hope for that. And, hopefully the rest of the Lakers and D'Angelo Russell and the starting lineups will live up to expectations on Friday and, step up and bounce back from this loss against the Memphis Grizzlies. So, we just have to hope for that. Jared Vanderbilt had 7 points, 2 points. Jared Vanderbilt had 7 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists out there tonight. No blocks, no steals. I mean, he had a bad defensive night for the Lakers in this game tonight. So let's just hope that he will bounce back from this, guys. I mean, I think he will for sure because he's the big focal point for this team, especially on the defensive side. So we have to hope that he will bounce back from this for sure. And also, I had to bring this up. I heard, I think I got like a notifications that Austin Reeves was obviously dealing with some sort of collision that he dealt with a player in this game tonight. But he just said that he's feeling fine. So hopefully not anything too serious that will keep him out for Game 6. But I believe Austin Reeves will be healthy, ready to go for Friday's matchup for sure. So just have to bring that up if you guys haven't heard about it. But I just have to bring that up. For the second unit, guys, I have to say their efforts was horrible. The second units, from the bench roles, they played badly out there tonight, guys. I have to say. Not a lot of efforts, especially from Rui Hachimura, who put up 9 points. I mean, this is the same guy when it comes to playoff Rui, I mean, he was not doing that tonight in Game 5 against the Memphis Grizzlies. So, hopefully he will bounce back from this and, hopefully he'll be the guy that help us win a couple of times for the first part of the series, averaging 20 points a game. I mean, this is just a guy who can obviously pull it off and can do it for the Lakers. But unfortunately, we did not see that from Rui Hachimura tonight. Put up 9 points, as I mentioned, and only 2 rebounds. His athleticism was nowhere to be found for the Lakers tonight, and hopefully they will, him and the rest of the Lakers, especially the second unit, the bench roles players, they will bounce back from this. So let's just hope for sure that they will bounce back for sure. Then obviously Dennis Schroeder, a bad performance from him. I mean, 0 points in a playoff series. I mean, that's just unacceptable. And then, Troy Brown Jr. also had 0 points. Totally unacceptable for sure. And then Malik Beasley. Guys, he's continuously, disappoints us, especially in the playoffs. I mean, since the trade deadline, he hasn't been living up to expectations for a guy who we went after for a potential guy who can shoot for us and be a sharp shooter for us. And unfortunately, he hasn't been that since the trade deadline. And now in the playoff series, he hasn't been the guy that lived up to expectation. Only put up 6 points, went 2 of 6 from the 3, and this is not the explosive type of shooter that we all expected him to be for the Lakers. So my advice for Darvin Ham is to change up the lineup. I don't know, do an 8-man rotation or something, or maybe sub in instead of Malik Beasley, put in Lonnie Walker or something, or maybe give minutes to Shaq Harrison. I mean, a guy who's a point guard who can play well on defense. I think he can bring a lot to the table for a guy who I think he got like, I might be mistaken. I didn't get like first team all defensive team in the G League with the Lakers, with the South Bay Lakers. I believe I believe he received that. I might be mistaken, or maybe it was another award. But other than that, give him an opportunity. But maybe Lonnie Walker. I mean, the guy is just waiting for an opportunity for him to show his presence in the playoffs. So my advice for Darvin Ham, if you want to do some sort of rotational change, give minutes to Lonnie Walker. Let him have a bigger role on the second unit. This is my own personal opinion. I mean, I think he will show up where it all matters most for the Lakers and bring his athleticism, his shooting. I mean, the guy has been a solid shooter this season so far, averaged 36% from the 3. And we saw in the beginning of the season that he has been a good, reliable shooter, basically a dark horse for the Lakers this season, for a guy who's at first started for the Lakers, and then obviously changes were made. And, since the trade deadline, his minutes got diminished and his rotation got diminished. And he's basically the guy who is only plays when the Lakers have a huge lead, or a blowout game. So that's unfortunate. And, it's just sad to see a guy who had a lot of promise for the Lakers just to have his minutes get stripped so much because of the trade deadline. And obviously it worked out. I mean, the Lakers got a lot of assets in return in the trade deadline, and we're a whole different team now. And sacrifices need to be made. But at the same time, for Malik Beasley to play the way that he's playing since the trade deadline, not living up to expectations, that kind of shouts out that a change needs to happen. So Darvin Ham needs to do wherever he needs to do when it comes to rotation, find out a plan for Friday's matchup and say, you know what, Lonnie, you're getting Malik Beasley's minutes. We need you in this moment. Let's hope you live up to expectations as well. So that's my own personal opinion when it comes to Lonnie Walker. I think he deserves an opportunity and for him to step up his role on the team. So hopefully Darvin Ham will make that decision soon or have that in play heading into Game 6. So yeah, guys, other than that, this was a disappointing loss, a missed opportunity for the Lakers, as I mentioned. So obviously this is just a sad reality when it comes to me wanting the Lakers to end this series in Game 5. but unfortunately, all signs are indicating that the Lakers could potentially end it on Friday's matchup in LA against the Memphis Grizzlies. So let's just hope that they will do so, not fall under the pressure, and somehow just do wherever they can to potentially just end this series on a strong note. Because I don't want the Lakers to go another loss in LA and just not showing a lot of energy in that game, and somehow our faith will be diminished for a potential game 7, which I hope that they will not end up in that particular situation. So we just have to hope for the Lakers that they will somehow just end this series in game 6 on a strong note and bounce back from this loss. So that's my hope, and hopefully the Lakers will achieve that and end it in game 6. So that's our hope. So thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you again, Rabbit, for your comments. I really appreciate it. You're the only guy that's commenting. So, I think maybe most of you are probably are tired or something. I mean, I know I am. So I just want to give you guys my thoughts and my opinions about the Lakers and their loss tonight in game 5 against the Memphis Grizzlies. And let's just hope that the Lakers will bounce back from this loss and, hopefully get a win and end this series on Friday in LA and have the results of 4-2, beating the Memphis Grizzlies, number 2 seed in the Western Conference. So, and hopefully with that win on Friday, hopefully that the Lakers will either face the Kings or the Warriors. We just have to wait and see what the results will be once we reach Friday's matchup. So, or maybe tonight, because I believe the Kings are playing. So, it's the fourth quarter. It's 7 minutes remaining. And the Golden State Warriors, they're 107-99. So maybe the Kings need to step up their game and maybe get a win. But, because my hope is that if the Lakers do get past the first round, that their second round matchup, I hope the Lakers will face the Kings, because that will be an easy opportunity for them to win in that particular game, because obviously the Warriors, they're the reigning champs. And when it comes to playoffs series, they play very well in postseason situations. So, or certain matchups. So that's my hope. So let's just hope the Lakers will get a win, finish the series off on a strong note, on Friday in game 6. And, hopefully they will do so for sure. So that's our hope. So thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. And please, again, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN. I'll leave links to my social media sites in the description of this live stream, so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. It's really important that you hit that notification bell, so you will know when I go live of every single Lakers post-game show, especially for the playoffs as well. So I really appreciate if you do so, guys, and continue to show love and support for my channel and, of course, all across social media. So once again, thank you all for joining me on this live stream, and thank you again so much for your love and support on this channel and, of course, all over social media. I mean, it's just, I really do appreciate it. You guys are the greatest audience on this channel, and hopefully we'll get more love and more appreciation from you guys once we potentially grow this channel to the highest lengths and the highest abilities. So with your love support, so let's make it happen. Let's grow this channel with your love support by just sharing my videos, sharing my live streams, and just liking this live stream and my videos as well. And of course, subscribing to the channel, hitting that notification bell, and just follow me all across social media. With your love support, we can grow this channel to the highest length, highest levels. So let's make it happen. for sure. So thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. And like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there. Let's hope the Lakers will bounce back and end this series on Friday, Game 6 against the Memphis Grizzlies, and win this series. Let's just hope for that. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate it, and take it easy.